Y pues nada, a ver qué nos traen por la versión 2.3 de Genshin Impact. Ya con los personajes que vamos a ver al principio vamos a tener como pequeños spoilers de lo que se nos viene, ¿no? Pero bueno, venga, vamos a ver, tengo miedo. No, en verdad no. Estoy ilusionada. Mi Goro y mi Albedo. Qué cookies. Siempre me encantan chibis, son tan monos. Ether.
And today I'm joined by...
Hi everybody, I'm Corey Yee and I voice Goro in Genshin Impact.
Qué cute.
General Goro of the Watatsumi Island Resistance, ready and waiting.
Ay, por favor.
Nice. And our other host for today is Koi.
Hey there, I'm Koi Dao. I play Albedo, Chief Alchemist of the Knights of Favonius, as you can see from my chibi. She's super adorable, by the way. Mom,
Todos sabemos que eres adorable.
The workshop.
Welcome to the special program, guys. Are you too excited?
Yeah, man, like Genshin is my favorite game right now, so I'm just excited to talk about the details.
Menos mal, ¿no? Le ponen bota
I'm just super glad to be included. Haven't done one of these before, but been wanting to, because look at my teeny tiny little chibi body. I am so
Ay, le encanta, me encanta.
As
Me encanta
always,
que le
we'll be doing
encante.
previews for the upcoming content in version 2.3. You guys ready?
Oh, I am
Sí,
so ready.
estoy
Let's do
preparada.
it, man.
All right. Let's start by jumping right into the version trailer. Shadows amidst snowstorms.
Sombras de nieve y polvo.
That's a lot of S's.
Se viene.
With this newfound strength, I will defend those who fight alongside me. Protecting my soldiers doesn't just mean having a robust defense in place. It means going on the attack. The key to
Míralo.
seizing victory in battle lies in remembering the meaning of battle
Buah,
and employing the right
¿Ese es
tactics
el
to generate
boss?
momentum.
Que parece una serpiente.
Keep your weapon at the ready. You
Me
never know what's around the
encanta.
corner.
Sí, 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 es el boss, que flipas.
Press the advantage.
Dios, qué guay, crea como un tornado.
The Tenryou Commission
Oh,
recently
Bonnie-chan.
issued an arrest warrant.
Arataki Itto. We've been trying to apprehend him recently.
People see Oni cause
Ojo.
trouble again.
Itto,
They're
Itto,
the
Itto,
purpose of the sacrifice you made.
Come on, men. He won't get away this time. Just give yourself up, Arataki.
Itto.
Time ago, I picked up this rare paper charm. It's very precious.
Oh, qué guay. ¿Es un dominio? Qué pasada. ¿Hola?
Idiot Oni.
What did you say, little one? Go on. Say it to my face.
Buah, le quiero, ¿eh?
It's showtime!
Dios, la espada.
Step aside. Itto's back in town.
Me encanta.
You've had your fun. Now it's goodbye.
Shut up, would ya?
Oh,
The transcendent and miraculous are not the only things to which human beings aspire. They pursue the everyday, the ordinary, to a far greater extent than I would have ever imagined. This mountain we stand on is a cradle of life's profoundest mysteries, a vast and terrifying hotbed of possibilities.
People are put off by the cold and don't realize that there is much to explore beneath the icy exterior.
Eula!
Are you here to build a snowman too? Let's combine
Ay,
our forces
hombre.
and build ourselves a huge snowman.
Es verdad, sí,
It'll
en
be a
nieve,
ton of
porque no
fun.
pensaba en Eula,
What's on
tío.
your mind?
Ay, qué mono
Feeling a
monito de nieve.
distracted.
Some of my alchemy notes are missing. We do not yet know the identity of our thief. Please
Uf,
take care.
espina dragón, tío.
Dragonspine has become more dangerous than it used to be.
¿En serio? Ay, tío. Ya les vale, ¿eh? Espina dragón, tío.
Albedo, what the devil do you think you were doing? ¿Están luchando contra Albedo? What?
I like the snake puppy.
A mí también me gusta, ¿eh?
Albedo and Eula in Dragonspine.
Sí.
Like, I don't know what's going on there, but it looks pretty tense. Also, can we please talk about Bennett looking amazing? That was
I know, right?
like one of my favorite parts. To be honest.
I know we probably can't wait to learn more about the all-new content we just saw, but before we dive in, let's give away our first redemption code.
¡Código! ¡4 gemas! Bueno, y no podía ser otro que Albedo, obviamente. Bueno, si no lo habéis canjeado ya, recordad que esto dura 24 horas. Así que tenéis que canjearlo ya, gente. Madre mía, qué guapo sale Albedo, Me encanta. Me encanta. Papucho. Le quiero, tío. ¡Oh! ¡El peine! No te creo. Ay, ¿qué sale? ¿Qué es eso? ¿Como un torito o algo? ¡Una vaquita! Me encanta la ulti. Y el sonidito que hace y todo es muy happy.
Beetle fighting, trading card games, spinning tops, kendama, hide and seek, you name it, I can play it. What do you say? Pick one and we'll have a little contest?
Uf.
Just make sure you're ready to get thrashed.
Me encanta, tío.
Whoa.
Did you see him swing his claymore and then fix his hair?
Todos nos hemos quedado igual, Albedo.
Stylish.
Dude in Inazuma.
And yet he's like kind of this goofy kid at the same time. Like,
El más
hearing his
torpe
words, it's so
después
interesting,
de Bennett,
the
¿no?
dynamic, but I'm into it.
Okay, so our first character to introduce is Arataki Itto. As you
Arataki
can probably tell
Itto.
from the horns on his head, this guy is definitely not human.
That's right. In fact, Itto's horns are a
Es
symbol
verdad,
of his
tiene
own
cuerpo, no lo había
heritage.
pensado.
Just like the Adepti and Liyue.
Ah, bueno,
Oni
si
are a
os dais
special
cuenta,
kind of
tiene
being
aquí como
in
una
Inazuma.
sombra. Es
We've
verdad,
already encountered
claro.
other special
Vale,
beings
ya
in
lo
our
he entendido.
previous adventures across
Me voy con
Inazuma,
retraso.
such as the Bake Danuki and Tengu. This time, we are adding Oni to the list. Aside from Itto's heritage, his unique charisma has also attracted all kinds of followers to him. Word on the streets is that Itto has established his own crew, called the Arataki Gang.
Oh.
Okay, so he's a gang leader. That's an interesting twist.
Yeah, but he's not quite the kind you might be thinking of. There have been some interesting stories about Itto floating around town.
Yep, he's the big guy with the horns that would play cards with kids to win all of their snacks from them.
Absolute menace.
That sounds like a kid's worst nightmare.
And
La verdad.
apparently, he also won a ramen eating contest against a certain fox-eared lady.
Right, which is another aspect of his character. He has a strong will to win no matter what he's doing.
Yeah, that makes sense. It probably explains why we see his rematch challenge to Kujo Sara on the Hanamizaka bulletin board. Oh, Sara's the one who defeated him and confiscated his vision under the Vision Hunt decree.
Well, enough of
Mira,
us
nos
just
han
talking
contado ahí un
about
poco de la
him. Why
historia.
don't we let Itto himself introduce his combat skills? Let's welcome our special correspondent, voice of Arataki Itto, Max Middleman.
Taking it to the max.
Hey, can you hear me? Check, check, 1, 2, 3. Arataki numero uno Itto here in the flesh.
Me
So, what are we doing?
encanta.
Talking about Itto's fighting style? Cool, let's get into it. Itto wields a claymore and manipulates the Geo element. He's strong, tough,
Vamos, el
reliable,
Geo cada vez me
true
gusta más,
Oni
la
horn to
verdad.
toe. His normal attack performs up to 4 consecutive strikes, and when his second and fourth attacks hit opponents, Itto will gain stacks of superlative super strength. Pretty cool name, huh? Oh, another thing to note is that Itto's normal attack combo won't reset for a short time after using his elemental skill or performing a sprint, which means you can keep on swinging even after you move. When you hold to initiate a charged attack, you can use superlative strength stacks to perform Arataki
Geo Suprema,
Keisagiri
güey.
slashes without spending any
Totalmente de
stamina.
acuerdo.
Each Arataki Keisagiri
A mí al
slash will
principio no me hacía
consume
mucha
1
gracia
stack of
el elemento de
superlative super
Geo,
strength.
no sé por qué.
When the final stack is
Porque
consumed, Itto will unleash an
digo
especially
piedras.
powerful attack.
Y digo, no me gusta. Me gusta más el fuego, el electro, el hielo. Bueno, son mis elementos favoritos. El piro, el crío y el electro. Pero el Geo cada vez me gusta más, la verdad. Y se lo ponen a personajes que me gustan mucho, pues a ver.
When Itto uses consecutive Arataki Keisagiri, his resistance to interruption greatly increases, and each slash causes the subsequent slash to have higher attack speed. So your slashes will keep getting faster and harder to stop. With another one of Itto's talents, Bloodline of the Crimson Oni, damage of Itto's Arataki Kesagiri is increased by a certain percentage of Itto's defense. When using his elemental skill, Itto hurls Ushi, the young
¿Por quién tirarás de qué? ¿De Albedo o de Itto? Yo, Albedo, me gusta el personaje, pero no me llama tanto la atención como para tirar por él, ¿sabes lo que te quiero decir? Así que no creo que tire por él. Tiraré por Itto, 100%. A lo mejor no lo consigo, pues probablemente, pero bueno, lo quiero, la verdad.
Ushi also grants Itto 1 stack of superlative super strength when it takes damage and when it leaves. Next up, let's talk about Itto's Oni King form. After unleashing his elemental burst, Royal Descent, behold,
es que el mandoble da igual el mandoble que tenga, que se transforma en ese mazo, por así decirlo. Madre mía, maza. Algo de maza era. Me encanta cómo se pone el pelo.
The first and third combos of his normal attack will grant Arataki Itto himself 1 stack of superlative super strength when they hit opponents. While in Raging Oni King state, Itto's elemental and physical resistance drop, but his attack will be increased based on his defense, and his normal attack speed will also be increased.
Sí, voy a tirar por él, Yo tiraré por Albedo, entonces vamos a hacer justo lo contrario. Yo tengo días para pensar, ya que mi cerebro está muy indeciso con los banners y me dice que quede pobre. Es normal. Pero bueno, yo ahora veré quién sale primero. Vamos, me lo imagino, pero veré.
Anyway, I'm looking forward to seeing everyone interact with Itto in our future adventures because he's honestly a really fun character to voice.
La verdad, y lo haces muy bien, hijo.
Inside deets about the one and only Arataki Itto. Zach, throwing it back to you.
And that's all from our special correspondent, Max Middleman.
Guess that was okay, Max. Just kidding.
He looks like such a cool character, though. Like, he's got really interesting combos and stacking, and like, I don't know, that just seems really cool to play.
Totally. Next, we're moving on to our other new playable character in version 2.3. Let's see him in action.
¿Cómo? Ah, bro, vale, digo, un personaje que no sé quién es. Ay, bebito. Lo quiero, ¿eh? O sea, deseo más a Thoma, pero bro, si se quiere venir a casa, yo no me quejo, ¿eh? El traveler que yo no lo uso para nada. ¡Es con arco! Bueno, realmente yo había visto un poco sus habilidades, pero no me acordaba que era con arco.
If there's anything ever troubling you, don't keep it all muzzled up inside.
Gorou debe venirse a casa. Debe.
He looks like a real good boy with a big, beautiful heart.
That he does.
I like him.
So, I know what everybody's wondering. Can we pet his ears?
Oh my goodness.
Oh,
Well, that might be a
ojalá.
little awkward, but if anyone could pet Goro, it'd probably be the Traveler. Not you, Zach, but
Sí.
the
Some
Traveler.
pets.
Just to be clear.
I would like to
Quiero.
scratch Goro behind the ears.
Oh my gosh.
What?
Come on, guys.
Anyways, with all that being
Es
said,
que lo siento, pero
although
que tenga
Goro
orejitas
looks
así tan
really
lindo y
young,
encima esa
he's
colita,
one of
pues.
the most reliable characters you might ever meet.
Yeah, in fact, among the Watatsumi Island Resistance, he's known as Top Dog Goro.
Right, which is interesting because Goro is still younger than most of his fellow officers. He earned the nickname because he's close with his troops, and the other officers are always lining up asking him for advice. And to be completely honest, Goro often doesn't know the right advice to give either. But he can't let the soldiers down, so he just gives some general pointers and responds based on his own gut feelings, which has worked pretty well, so everyone sees him as reliable.
Yeah, you know, I guess that's what happens when you wear your heart on your sleeve.
But as soon as he returns to the battlefield, Goro is back to his serious general self, ready to lead the troops.
Es que míralo con la
Because Goro is
mariposita,
still
por favor,
young
¿cómo lo
and
pueden poner tan
inexperienced, his
adorable?
temper can sometimes get the best of him. Anyway, let's take a look at how he fights. General Goro of the Watatsumi Island Resistance wields a bow and holds a Geovision. His elemental skill Inuzaka All-Round Defense deals AoE geo damage and sets up his General's War Banner, more than just for show. it provides buffs to active characters within the ability's AoE based on the number of party members in field who are of the Geo element. So, for example, when we have one Geo party member, it grants a defense bonus. When we have two Geo party members, in addition to the defense bonus, it increases resistance to interruption.
Bueno, no me quiero imaginar también poniendo a Zhongli con Gorou.
Damage bonus on top of the previous two bonuses we just mentioned.
Okay.
Estaría interesante, la verdad.
Is the more Geo characters we have in our party.
O con Noel también, que pone escudos.
The more buffs we gain from
También tendría que leer qué hacen las habilidades, porque ay, me encanta cómo planta como una banderita, ¿no? Crea como una área. No sé, está muy guay. Quiero saber qué hace, la verdad. Vamos, que lo están explicando, pero yo un poco a mi bola, solo veo la imagen. Gloria de... Es que me encanta cómo deja ahí las huellitas, tío, súper cookie.
After unlocking the talent Heedless of the Wind and Weather, Goro's elemental burst also increases all party members' defense. And another one of Goro's talents, a Favor Repaid, grants damage bonuses to Goro's elemental skill and elemental burst based on his defense, which is great because I love seeing characters using different stats.
Wow, so that's all really cool. But I have to admit that little sidekick of his is so cute. Look at how it waves its banner alongside Goro.
I want to be its friend.
Okay, guys, focus.
Come on. I will be its friend.
Pero cuesta esto.
So, aside from his
perrito también, tiene un gorrito. No me había fijado. Es que solo me fijo con Goro. Capta toda mi atención.
Of shinies. It's amazing and it's adorable. Yes, I totally understand that. This talent displays the location of nearby resources unique to Inazuma.
Es demasiado tierno. O sea, es demasiado tierno.
Oh my goodness, let's go seek some shinies. It's gonna be so handy when we're farming materials in Inazuma.
Totally.
Yeah, so you guys like Goro? Sound pretty good?
Sí.
Very good. A very good boy.
A very, very good boy.
I knew that's where it was going, and I'm not disappointed.
Well, all right. Now that we've had our first look at our new characters, let's check out the event wishes coming in version 2.3.
Ojalá el prota la acaricie y madre mía,
The event wishes for version 2.3 are going to be a little different from previous versions. This time, we will be opening 2 character event wishes at the same time during the earlier phase of version 2.3. They are Albedo's Secretum Secretorum and Eula's Born of Ocean Swell.
Okay, o sea, so both Albedo and Eula's rerun will be available.
Es que sabéis cuál es el problema, que quiero a estos dos personajes, pero prefiero.
Well, also in the later phase of version 2.3, the character event wish Oni's Royale will become available, featuring our 2 new characters, Arataki Itto and Goro.
I'm guessing many of our viewers might be curious about the first 2 rerun event wishes, so why don't we give some more details?
Oh yeah, for sure. With each version update, we've met many new companions on our journey.
El rerun de Albedo estaba, vamos, casi confirmadísimo, pero el de Eula no me lo esperaba para nada. A Eula no tiré por ella porque no me llamaba mucho la atención. Me gustaría tenerla al igual que Albedo, pero creo que a los dos los voy a skipear por Itto, porque es que Itto para mí, yo quiero a Itto.
So, coming back to the 2 concurrent character event wishes in version 2.3, both will actually share the same cumulative pull count toward the 5-star drop guarantee, which means any pulls you make on character event wishes will also count towards the other. So, for example, if you pulled 50 times on Albedo's Secretum Secretorum and didn't gain a single 5-star character, then you are still guaranteed to gain at least 1 5-star character in the remaining 40 pulls on Eula's Born of Ocean Swell. There will be more information in an upcoming announcement with more details on these new wish mechanics.
Pues mira, está muy bien, porque es que es eso, cada vez están sacando más y más y más. Ay, mira, mención legendaria. Más y más personajes, y es que ya no les daba tiempo de sacar gachapones, ¿sabes lo que te quería decir? La gente ya estaba diciendo, ¿cuándo es rerun de no sé quién? ¿Cuándo es rerun de no sé cuánto? Y tenían que hacer algo. Tenían que hacer algo. Me parece muy bien, la verdad. Pero al mismo tiempo, yo qué sé. Y si alguien quiere Albedo, pero consigue los deseos cuando Eula, es que, tío, ¿verdad? Quiero más al de Goro ahora mismo, pero la de Beidou... Madre mía, la de Beidou. Tenemos que seguir jugando los de Thoma, gente, recordadlos. Menos mal que no Eula y no Ganju, en verdad. O sea, sí. Me encanta este arma. Me encanta. Estos serán para Itto, supongo. Y, gente, este es el nuevo set de la preciosa Kokomi. Bueno, que también va a servir para supos, ¿no? Pero para mí, para Kokomi. Me encanta. Yo tenía buenos artefactos de ella, gracias a Zhongli, pero vamos, le voy a farmear ese como que me da malicia.
And new artifacts always bring new possibilities for characters and great party combinations.
Yeah, for sure. And now that we've covered all the new equipment coming our way, we're ready to see a new deadly boss rising in the coming version. Let's take a look at the Golden Wolf Lord.
Ah, bueno. El que ha aparecido antes, ¿no? Ahí está. Pero un momento, voz semanal. ¿O es voz tipo para los bosses normales? Uff. Es que mola muchísimo, pero ahí de serpiente, madre mía, ¿eh? Uno normal, vale. Ay, mira cómo Goro lo mata, ¿sabes?
That's our new open world boss, the Golden Wolf Lord.
Dude.
Me gusta.
Spicy puppy snake, I love him.
I'm kind of grappling with like wanting to fight it and wanting to pet it. I don't really know what
I'm going to make it my golden wolf.
Lobo dorado.
Oh, did you guys see the tornado too? I'm like, I better not get hit with that thing.
Yeah, seeing that just made me feel winded.
Claro, que dobles geos, eso va a ser brutal. Eso va a ser brutal, las combinaciones con Goro.
The structures of their bodies look really similar.
Great observation. Technically, the Golden Wolf Lord is the king of the Rift Wolves, which is also the reason why Rift Hounds and Rift Hound whelps appeared in Surumi Island in the first place. As a giant, monstrous beast from another world, its subjects are tasked with making preparations before it descends. And since this monster will be a recurring boss in Surumi Island, players will be able to challenge this abyssal beast at any time.
Okay, challenge accepted, but how do we fight it?
Well, let's give everyone the inside scoop. In combat, the Golden Wolf Lord's attacks can apply stacks of the corrosion status, which will cause all characters in the party to continuously lose HP.
Ay, odio
when
eso.
the Wolf Lord's HP drops to a certain threshold, it will summon Rift Hound alphas to provide it with shields.
Well, that just doesn't sound fair.
No,
I think I'm up for this fight, but it does sound pretty tough.
Yeah, but don't worry. In the latter stage of the fight, the Wolf Lord's resistance to Geo attacks decreases. Nope, I think that's about all we have for this new monster.
All right, it's probably a good time to take a short break and give away our second redemption code.
Sounds good.
All right, code inbound in 3, 2, 1.
Segundo código. Claro, y este es de Eula. Buah. No sé. La verdad es que menos mal que no han puesto a Albedo y a Ganju juntos, porque yo quiero a Ganju. Y como me hubiesen puesto a Ganju en vez de Eula y luego a Itto, yo creo que me daba un chungo, gente. O sea, eso tenerlo por asegurado, vamos. Menos mal que eres tú, Eula, tío. ¿Cómo los voy a esquipear a los dos, Madre mía. ¿Vosotros vais a tirar por Albedo? Sé que sí, porque muchos de vosotros vais a tirar por Albedo. ¿Pero por Eula? ¿Quién va a tirar por Eula?
Welcome back, travelers. Next up, we'll be giving some exclusive details on the new events coming in version 2.3.
Nueva
This
arma.
time, we're returning to the snowy Dragonspine area to explore an all-new event. Koi, I know that you know a thing or two about Dragonspine, so...
Espina Dragon, a mí no me gusta nada, de verdad. Me da una pereza. Bueno, me la sigue dando, vaya.
The main event in version 2.3 is called Shadows Amid Snowstorms.
Madre mía.
In this event,
Pero tiene muy
the
buena
Adventurers
pinta.
Guild will be holding their winter training on Dragonspine. They plan to have seasoned adventurers pairing up with newer recruits. Some of our old friends from Mondstadt will be joining to help out too. You know, like Amber and Eula.
Claro.
Oh, that's cool.
Como has visto en el tráiler.
See what they're cool because it's cold and
Yes, Zach, I did see what you did there.
Well, we'll definitely need our friends to survive the deadly cold of Dragonspine.
Yep. Travelers who've reached adventure rank 20 and completed the prerequisite quests will be able to participate in the event. And you know, outside the event storylines, travelers can participate in various challenges and earn event currencies to exchange for a range of rewards.
I'm excited to chill in Dragonspine again, but what kinds of gameplay can we expect for travelers during our winter training?
The first is called agility training. Basically, it's a special speed
A mí es que yo vi a Itto y me gustó mucho, no sé, el personaje. Me enamoré de esto de que ves un personaje y te enamoras, como lo que me pasó con Kokomi, pues igual. Lo que pasa es que lo de Kokomi fue bastante intenso, la verdad. Oye, qué guay esto, ¿no? Parece el Mario, tío. El Mario Bros. Loco. Mola mucho. Me gusta, me gusta. No, la verdad es que, no sé, le dan tanto bombo a Albedo que, tío, me entran ganas de tenerlo, pero es que solo comprando la bendición es un poco difícil tener todos los personajes, la verdad. Un poquito difícil. Está guay, me gusta. Lo que pasa es que yo, para planear, soy un poco negadita.
Second type of gameplay is tracker training. Travelers will need to find and melt all the ice crystal piles within the training area to complete the challenge.
So a pyro character is going to be a must for your party in this one.
Yep. But this training shouldn't be too much of a problem. We just need to be careful of the nearby enemies and surrounding environment. And our third type of gameplay is combat training.
Entrenamiento de combate. Este es más como, o sea, el primero es más como un minijuego, ¿no? Este es más como una exploración y el segundo de combate. Bueno, combina todo, me gusta. I like it. Me gusta.
Also gives nearby opponents a buff at fixed intervals.
Sounds like this one might be a little more intense for challengers then.
Yeah, but don't worry. There are multiple mechanisms around the lures. When lures switch to heat source mode, characters will also restore a certain amount of energy.
Cuando veo tantos enemigos es que me entra una gana de, tío, saca el Kazuha y... ¿What? ¿Qué ha hecho ahí? ¿Ha volado?
Will unleash all the quartz energy in a single blow, dealing AoE pyro damage to the opponents.
Ha sido el trailer, ¿no?
Ha
sido el trailer, vale, me he rayado que flipas.
Yeah, but actually, besides looking for
es que
quartz in the surrounding area,
me están queriendo tentar aquí, muy fuertemente. Están queriendo tentar muy fuertemente.
Which may be completed to obtain event currencies, primo gems, and more. You can also obtain some snowman components from the tracker training and combat training.
Oh, dude, the snowmen. That's a nice seasonal touch.
Yeah, I would love to make a snowman on Dragonspine.
Oh my goodness, me too. Participate in the event to collect components, which can be used to build snowmen in-game.
Muñecos de nieve.
Travelers can also exchange some of their components with their friends.
Oh, hey, we're all friends. Why don't
Ay, por favor, me encanta. Son super cookies.
Build snowmen, I'd be down.
Yeah, that is very exciting. And to add to the excitement, players will be able to claim rewards by building snowmen, including a new 4-star sword named Cinnabar Spindle. Yeah, you want to refine this bad boy? Well, you can collect event currencies and exchange them for the sword's refinement materials via the event shop.
So, I'm sure players are wondering, can we keep our snowmen after the event's over?
Ay, eso sería muy guay.
We can bring the snowman bases and components home after the whole thing wraps up.
All right, another decoration for our Serenity Teapot. I'm looking forward to checking out all the snowman styles.
Oh yeah, me too. But you know what? Aside from all the winter training events, we'll also encounter a mysterious boss once we get further into the event story. But travelers will probably have to discover that for themselves. Anyway, I'm super excited for this event. Are you guys excited?
Yeah, and it sounds like we'll have a ton of seasonal things to do on Dragonspine. All right, next we'll be heading back to Inazuma for our next event titled Bantan Sango Case Files, the Warrior Dog. Wait, what? What was that? Was that you, Koi?
No, it was Corey.
You can't blame this one on the dog.
True.
Okay, anyway, back to our event. There have been mysterious disappearances of animals across Inazuma lately.
Ay, me va a encantar
este traveler is there to help.
Me va a encantar este
According to the commission, our objective is to find and bring the missing animals back. During investigation, we get to find a mysterious dog which patrols around some of the missing animals.
Well, a dog? There's like a whole bunch of dogs here.
These are all its canine bunshin. which are like illusionary copies.
Oh yeah, these aren't your average guard dog. They're carrying a little sword.
That's why we need to sneak to where the dog keeps the little animals and avoid being detected, unless we want to be attacked.
That, sir, sounds super scary.
Yes, it does. In this event, travelers will obtain a gadget called the Ubiquity Net. Travelers can use it to replace their elemental skill with the net's ability. We'll use this ability on the indicated animals to whisk them away. If the skill hits a canine Bunshin, it will be stunned for a short time. Travelers can also activate smoke machines and fireworks around places of interest to cause
Son
distractions
robots, han
too.
dicho, ¿no? Porque me da la
Throughout our investigation,
lastimita.
we'll also discover numbers of animals that have been kept in cages inside places called dens of thieves. We'll need to defeat the surrounding opponents first before opening the cages and coming to their rescue. By completing event challenges, we can claim rewards including Primo Gems, so be sure to give it a try. After this event ends, travelers can complete the related world requests to obtain a brand new gadget called the Omni Ubiquity Net.
That's quite a name.
Yeah.
¿Para qué va a
Unlike the
servir
gadget
eso?
from the event, this upgraded net has been modified using Onmyodo. It is said it can capture the essence of smaller creatures before using the net itself as a medium to replicate their forms.
So what you're saying is we can keep pets with it.
Well, sort of. We can use the net as a way of recreating animals that we meet in the open world and place them in our Serenity Pot.
But the bottom line is, I can be like Draff or Timmy and have an army of pigeons at my disposal.
I will accept this.
¡Qué guay!
But please
Qué
note
guay.
that there are some little critters who cannot be recreated using the net. Travelers may find which animals can be recreated in the archive.
Yes, we're gonna get to keep some more animals in our realms.
Our next event is Energy Amplifier Fruition.
Resultados del
Some of you may remember
amplificador.
the previous Energy Amplifier event. It turns out that after our previous research, some remaining mutation stones have started to surface. In the new version of the Energy
Si se refieren al
Amplifier
evento que hay
event,
ahora, yo
travelers
todavía
will
no
need
lo
to
he
get to
hecho.
the places of interest and
vosotros?
eliminate threats there.
But mutation stones can grant powerful
Ah,
bonuses
me
to
acuerdo de
opponents, so
esto.
we'll want to take care of
Me
those first
acuerdo
before
de
facing the
esto.
enemy.
Yeah. After defeating the enemies, we can open the chest to claim rewards. What's different from the previous Energy Amplifier event is that once travelers have cleared all
igual,
the
¿o qué?
investigation tasks in Act 1, they'll
Parece como una
automatically
piedra,
gain
¿no?
the Energy Amplifier and all of the
Oh,
Irminsul
vale, es
fruit
igual.
fragments. Each act
Creo.
cleared will
Sí,
unlock
es
the
igual.
corresponding deceitful domain.
Este evento ya lo he
And just
jugado
like the
yo.
previous time we entered this event, we
Han
will be
hecho el
able to select
mismo.
the difficulty and conditions for the domains we enter, and the energy amplifier will
Bueno,
help amplify
este
our
la verdad es que lo
abilities
hice
in these
rápido y
domains.
fácil,
The
así que no me
fragments you
quejo.
configure into the energy
Pero tus
amplifier
gemas
will determine the
facilitas.
buffs you gain during the challenge.
In terms of rewards, there will be both first clear rewards and milestone score rewards to claim in this event, so you definitely don't want to miss out on those. Our next event to introduce is
Madre
Misty
mía, ¿cuántos
Dungeon,
eventos?
Realm of Light.
Yeah,
Una mazmorra.
travelers may remember this one as well. Just like our previous Misty Dungeon
Ah,
event,
amigo.
travelers will use the trial characters to
Aquí
complete
vamos a poder
dungeon
utilizar
trials.
a Val
You will
y
need
a
to find
Sara.
all three of the
Ah,
ancient
Tartaglia
runes in the
5 yo ya los
dungeon
tengo,
and
así que
complete their
sé usarlos
corresponding
bien.
challenges to
Bueno, y a
activate
Val
the
también,
runes.
what the fuck.
Once all
Aquí no
three
tengo a
runes are
Sara.
activated, travelers can gain access to the
Este
final
también me pareció
challenge.
muy fácil porque podías utilizar personajes que te daban, que estaban muy bien leveleados y la verdad es que,
At the
no
same
sé,
time, there are
creo que se
also
hacía
some
bastante
automated
rápido.
weapon systems that
No
will
como
detect
el
and
evento de
attack enemy
Tartaglia y
intruders.
eso se me ha hecho súper
So
largo y me ha
travelers must use
costado
the
mucho
appropriate
terminarlo.
reactions to temporarily disable
La
these
verdad.
devices.
This time around, there will be new trial characters available and new trials
Claro,
for
básicamente va a
travelers
haber
to challenge.
nuevos
For
personajes
example,
para probar,
in the
¿sabes?
Thundershock
Un poco
trial,
mucho misterio.
Electrocharged will not only receive a damage bonus, but also increase the rate at which your elemental skills and bursts can be used.
Well, that sounds cool, and also super helpful for finding our way through all the enemies.
Definitely. And don't forget to finish as many trial quests as possible to claim more rewards. And speaking of recurring events, our most
Este era
popular
muy
merchant,
fácil, este
Lieben,
sí
is
que era
coming back in
fácil. Solo
version
tenías que
2.3 with his
conectarte.
goods. Players can search for Lieben and submit the materials that he requests to claim rewards. And that's all we've got for the upcoming events. We've covered quite a bit
A
of
mí también me
content already
encantó
for
poder
version
utilizar
2.3.
todo, o sea, utilicé a Genshin, utilicé a Albedo, utilicé a Mona, me gustó mucho.
Fun update to the Serenity Pot.
¡Ojo!
Right. After the version 2.3 update, we will be able to put
No
Paimon
puede ser.
into our Serenity Pot.
And she's got some new dialogue for us while she's in our teapot. Come and talk with Paimon whenever you have the chance.
I don't think that I want to, if that's what she sounds like, but I think I will take pictures with Paimon. It's not often we get to snap a photo with Paimon.
Okay.
Dios mío, de verdad, es que meten a Paimon hasta en la sopa, ¿eh?
For today.
That was a pretty good Paimon.
Sí, una buena invitación.
Everybody ready? The third redemption code is on the way!
I don't want it.
Corey, you do one.
No.
Madre mía. Y aquí está Itto. Y el último código. Madre mía, lo bien que me van a venir estas protogemas pajutao, por favor. Chicos, pregunta del día. ¿Para qué vais a utilizar las protogemas que nos van a dar esta vez en los códigos? ¿Y a qué banner vais a tirar de esta versión? O sea, yo voy a tirar a Itto, porque Albedo y Eula me gustan mucho, pero Itto me tiene conquistada desde que salió. Igual que me pasó con Kokomi. Así estamos, la verdad, este es el panorama. Pero bueno, la verdad es que la versión muy bien. Muchos eventos, como siempre. Nuevas cosas para el Relájate-tera, la verdad es que bastantes. Creo que me va a motivar a volver a... a ponerme de verdad en serio con la Relájate-tera. Igual que con la nueva actualización del Animal Crossing. Y la verdad me ha gustado mucho todo lo que ha enseñado. No me esperaba para nada lo de Eula. O sea, no me lo esperaba. De verdad que es que no me lo esperaba, pero para nada. Me esperaba una Ganju y la verdad es que menos mal que no la han metido.
And we are reaching the end to our special program.
Man, that really flies, huh?
It sure does.
Ya ves.
Don't rush. As Zhongli says.
What was that?
No puede ser.
So,
No puede
Corey
ser.
and Corey, you are both first-time hosts on the program today. What do you think?
You know, it's
Me ha
just been
gustado
such a
mucho.
journey for me personally.
Me ha gustado
going from
mucho
voicing
y
NPCs like
los
Draft
eventos,
to
sobre todo el
voicing
principal,
Goro
el de
and
Albedo,
here
Eula y
on
todo
the
eso,
special
tiene
program. And I
pintaza,
just
la
can't
verdad.
wait for you guys to
Tiene
get
muy buena
to know
pinta.
better.
Y tengo muchas
So
ganas de
thank you for
jugarlo.
having me, and it's been an honor.
Así que nada.
Sweet. You
That's
and
awesome.
Go are two very good boys. Speaking of good boys, there's so many
Ay, me
doggos in this
encanta esto, de
update.
verdad. Me
Did
encantan
you
estos
see?
directos, son tan
I'm going to
cookies.
pet all of them, and then I'm going to make 10 million snowmen.
Sounds like a
Mil
good
besos
plan.
para
I'm
todos.
also super excited for the
Y
snowmen
mucho
and
amor.
checking out all of their different styles.
Buah, es que lo de los muñecos de nieves y todo es que me gusta mucho. Estoy muy feliz con esta versión, ¿eh? Se ve más potente que la anterior. Y esa nueva dinámica de gachapón. ¿Vosotros qué opináis? ¿Os gusta? ¿Está bien? ¿Está mal? ¿Preferiríais que fuese como siempre? Es que si no, hay muchos personajes, entonces no se podrían hacer tantos reruns. Yo creo que han hecho bien. Lo que pasa es que va a molestar un poco que duren menos los reruns, ¿no? Pero bueno. Y hasta aquí la versión del 2.3.